Hello everybody, this is KLTechNerd, bringing you another Minecraft build video. Today, I'm going to be talking about a fox-inspired farm that I decided to build that's based on a Lego kit that I just recently purchased for me and my little brother. Let me start by saying that this farm will produce feathers, eggs, raw chicken, cooked chicken, and berries. And yes, that is quite the diverse little setup for what it produces. It's actually kind of cool how I hid it all into this nice little package. Now, in the background, you can kind of see what I ended up kind of trying to do to make it bigger and stuff. And this was my first attempt. And I mean, it looked good. I liked it, but it really wasn't big enough to be able to put everything in it that I wanted to, because I did want to make it a farm as well as just looking really, really good in the Minecraft video game. This was me trying to blow it up and make it even bigger, and that one was all right. But I eventually settled on this little compact design right here. And my, is it compact. So the first thing I'd like to point out is that there is count them, 4 chicken stalls inside this farm, which is cool. It's a lot of chicken stalls to have there, and it actually has more than that. But for right now, I'm just going to count them as 4. I hid inside the ears. I do like having a window so you can see the mother hens. So I decided to put glass up on top, so you can look in it and see the chickens. And I mean, in all, it's kind of goofy. It's kind of funny too. I could just put a wall right there, but I really liked the idea of being able to see the chickens inside, and it kind of gives an idea on the scale of this farm, and you can kind of see how many blocks there are. I mean, there's quite a few blocks that were used to make it. You could kind of make out the eyes. If you want me to, I can make another video later talking about the exact size of this thing, but I mean, it's kind of, you can kind of tell from right here the different shapes and where all the different parts fit into, and it's an interesting farm nonetheless. So I'm going to start by saying that this farm right here on this base, you can kind of see where the sorting unit is. And you can say, okay, well, that's the sorting. That's cool. Oh, that's not good. Okay. Well, good thing I still have this stuff here. Nobody saw anything. That's fine. This should not have anything in it anyway. Mostly this is for the overflow for the storage, so when it does become full, it will have a place for all the items to go. Hopefully this is not filled up yet, because I mean, this thing really is coming up with a lot of items inside of it. So you can see right here, the feathers go here, the eggs go here, the raw chickens go here, the full chickens go here, and the berries go here. So there's really kind of 3 farms in here that are all making these items. Kind of cool stuff, and all that other nice stuff. I'm going to start this tour, though, by saying this is the storage area. All of the items are sorted here. So, good times, good times. I did include wool here, so you can kind of see where all of the redstone is. And I do have another redstone build near this farm, so you can kind of get another idea of how compact you can make these things. I kind of chose not to. The first farm I wanted to show off is the raw chicken farm. It's not as eloquent or as interesting as my other farms. What happens is that this area is full of chickens. This shoots off another egg every once in a while. A new baby chicken is born. When that happens, this chunk, I shouldn't say this chunk, this area reaches the maximum amount of entities that are allowed inside this area. So what that does is the game says, oops, there's too many entities, so it kills one of the chickens. Because the chicken did not die to fire, we don't get cooked chicken. Because the entity died due to entity cramming, you get raw chicken. Kind of cool. I thought it would be a cool idea to include raw chicken in the farm. So raw chicken goes here, and these chickens also provide eggs. Because what'll happen is the chickens will be here waiting. They'll lay eggs, and then the eggs will go through the item sorter. Good times. So raw chicken and eggs are coming from this area. And probably feathers too. So that's cool too. Now, the next part of this farm I wanted to show off, I had to use cement for this, otherwise it would catch fire. Because if you notice, this is my favorite, the cooked chicken farm. And the cooked chicken farm is different because you have to be able to kill the chickens with fire to be able to get the, I want to say the maximum, you know, to be able to cook the chicken, you need to be able to kill the chicken with fire. It's not as efficient as it used to be. I kind of almost considered putting 2 cooked chicken farms in here. But at the same exact time, I kind of wanted to have the, how do I say, I kind of wanted to have the raw chicken farm over there anyway for eggs. And then this way too, it kind of splits up the amount of output. So some of the eggs goes over here, some of them goes over here. I might eventually turn this into a cooked chicken farm, but for right now, I think it fits very nicely in this corner. And this guy fits kind of nicely in this corner too. So you can kind of see what goes on here. You got your cooked chicken. What happens is that the items go down here, or the eggs go down here. And then the minute that you get an egg in there, it sends out a pulse. The pulse turns off the torch, and then that lets this cactus right here go back and forth, making it click 1 each time. I have this here, the observer, because the observer gives 2 clicks. So without this, the lava would get stuck on every once in a while. And oops. Hi, adult chicken. How you doing? Are we going to wait? We might just wait, because it shouldn't take that long. Because this farm does produce a lot. Oh, there we go. And with any luck, we did get a cooked chicken. Hopefully, the chicken didn't die so fast that it didn't leave a chicken. But so far, I've been having pretty good luck with it. And all that other nice stuff. So we got our raw chicken, our cooked chicken, and then this wonderful little guy in the tail of the farm is the berry farm. So I figured it's shaped like a fox. I can't have the farm here without at least having 1 fox. I have to have 1 fox to be able to enjoy this farm and have it be a fox-themed farm. So there's a fox right here. It's very, very simple. The fox goes, he collects the berries. The berries get dropped. And after a little bit, I don't think all the berries are completely grown in, but that's okay. And after a little bit, the minecart that's right here goes, and then it collects the berries. So it collects the berries, and then the berries go via minecart down here. It just goes around and around and around in a circle. If I ever did want to turn it off for some reason, I can do that. And then now, the minecart will not go around and around and around. And if I want to turn it back on, there we go. It's back on. Now, the farming can continue. And it will continue to collect the fox's dropped items. Now, the nice part about this base is that if I wanted to, I could put a trash can in this area. I might eventually put another sorting unit in this area. And the reason for that is because after a while of the farm sitting here, it will run out of space. So what'll happen is it'll eventually get full, and then all the items will overflow, and then the entire farm will break. And the problem with that is that it may take a while. But the problem with that is that then eventually it will produce nothing until I would have to come in here and then clear out the bottom part right here, so then the sorting can continue. And who wants to go back and do that eventually anyway? Or if you want to, you can just have a disposal unit right here. It's not like, you know, my favorite sword is going to go in this area anyway. So what I would do is put some cactus or something here to dispose of the items so the farm can just continue to run in a circle. And the nice part about this farm is that if you wanted to, and you did this in survival, that which I do plan on doing, the farm itself will eventually go, and you can also use it to live in. So I could put a chest right here, a bed right here, I can put crafting table right here, I can put a nice little living space in here, and as long as I don't mind the sound, I can kind of just live here, and it would be like a home away from home, which is another reason why I was thinking of doing it at my second base, where currently there is no food farm. And face it, who doesn't want a cute little fox-themed farm? Now, if I don't want to do that, I could always just take some concrete and put it right here, and then, hey, look, now it's just a farm. It's now completely closed off, and it'll just do its thing in the corner right here. If anybody wants to know, this is the way that I worked out the dispenser. So right here, I can just do this, and it'll just continuously fire eggs and give me chickens. And that's kind of how the system works inside the farm. So it takes the pulse, that turns off this torch, and then this guy goes and lets it fire off continuously, and good times are had. So that has been the farm that I made, the fox-themed food farm that I made. It produces these 5 items, and if you want to, you can stay. And I'm just going to take a little bit of some wool. I think I'll take the cyan wool and kind of show you guys the dimensions. So like right here for the nose, it's 4. This thing is, for this white part, is too high. It's too high. So, and then you can kind of tell right there that, hey, this face part is, if you split it down the middle, it's kind of even. So it goes right here. I did cut off part of the eye right here, so you can kind of tell that for this eye in the corner, it's 6 right there. But if you tell right here, this part, now it's 5. So I can make the fox look however I want to. These ears are kind of big, but yeah, what do you do? So this part's 2, then it's 2 above here. So just, you know, just to give you guys an idea of how it looks in its dimension, I thought I would bring it up really fast so you could kind of, if you wanted to build this in your world, feel free. But I figured that this way it would be a little bit more possible, kind of, if you knew the dimensions. So, yep. And give you an idea. Wow. Okay. Alrighty, so I'm just going to kind of do this. But yeah, my main reason for continuing this video beyond this is I figured I'd just give you guys an idea of how big it was. I can make these videos a lot shorter if you don't see me build it, but if I do build it and speed it up, then it's a little hard to follow me anyway, so you can kind of just tell. The back end of this guy is 1, 2, 3, 22 or so. I mean, let me see here. So you can kind of count right now how tall this guy is. And hey, look, a trader. That's cool. And I could have probably fit other farms in here too, but I did figure that, you know what, with the berries and the chicken, it kind of fit the fox theme way too well. So yeah, you can kind of see right here. This inside part is about 5. Right here it's 2. I did add a little back over here, which I guess I really didn't need because it's not like you can see it, but it's okay. The little fox has a body, so that's too high. You can kind of see right here. But anyway, though, so I hope everybody enjoyed seeing my fox-themed food farm. And let me know in the comments section what everybody thinks, and if you would like to see me continue with these shorter videos, or if you think that I should go and like build them in survival in my survival. I mean, I'm going to build it in my survival world, but I figured right now this will give everybody an idea to know what I'm thinking of doing in my live streams. So that'll be cool. And it's been about 30 minutes since I started this farm and I emptied everything out. So let's see. I got 45. I got a lot of eggs, 22 raw chickens, 4 cooked chickens, and I've gotten a lot of berries. So this farm doesn't do that bad when it comes to food. It's not the best farm, but you know what? It does pretty good for what it is. I'm actually kind of amazed that it did more on the raw chicken front than it did the cooked chicken. But I guess that's not to be... I guess that's not surprising because it did... sometimes it does burn the chicken, so that's kind of to be expected. But in 30 minutes, I did get this much food. So thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. If you like this video, please consider hitting the like button. That really helps the channel out, and it lets me know that people like these videos. If you're not, please consider subscribing. That'll really help out the channel, and that way you'll be notified the next time that I live stream and or upload a video. Have a great day. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you next time. Thank you. Bye.